and today I'm going to be showing you guys my Ark Bases from the island to Genesis Part 1. And in my last video, that was before the boss, and now I lost. Now I have horrible stuff. So I'm gonna try and get back into the game, which is gonna be hard because, you know, I don't have all the resources I have, but I still got a lot. So I'm gonna start off with the structures and end up going through my bases throughout the island. I have multiple bases. I'd count around like 5 or 6, or probably just 4. So I'm gonna start off with this one. It's the dino kibble breeding thing, and yeah, this is all. It's not that much, but you know, I've already defeated the brood mother twice, but that was like a year or two ago. This is full of eggs and kibble and stuff. Yeah, it's not that much. Over here is the fabricator and the generator. I don't have it hooked up to anything because I don't really have the time. This is the furnace area with all of my storage. Up there is the deck, which I don't really use. Over here there's the dodo pen, which I don't really do much with. This is the training dummy thing, a sign for whenever I lost my first mutation. Over here is before they had an update where you can now enable mating instead of having them wandering. I built this for the Rexes the first time I tried to defeat the brood mother. Over here is my main base that I started off with. These are the campfires and cooking pots, mortar and pestles. This was my old furnace area. My master plan. In this I have element, which really isn't that much. Skins and trophies. My smithy, all the small creatures. Here I have the medium-sized creatures, dinos I should say. I have a Giga, which is kind of useless right now because I don't have anything to do with it. This is my big pen, which I'm still working on. There's this whole spiral staircase that leads up to the main place. Over here is one of the floors I'm going to make for breeding. And down there is going to be breeding for bigger things like Rexes and that stuff. Here are where most of my flares go, like the Quets and the other ones. And I'm planning to put glass here so I can look down, which would be really nice. Yeah, this is the pen. It's not really the biggest thing in the world, but it's honest work. My max level poison wyvern. Over here are my crops. It's just the usual fertilizer boat that I don't use anymore. Sarco that I use for going around in the water. my artifacts. I only have these 3. There's, ward drums. And that's about it for this base. It's southern islets down here. The coordinates are 78.9 by 76.5. And I'm gonna be heading over to one of my other bases. So, yeah. Now we come up to the Redwood base, which is one of the newer bases that I'm building on. Not that much to see. There's a tree sap tap thing. Nothing in the large storage box. I tamed a Thylico over there. And it's really not that much to see. But the coordinates are 52.2 by 53.0. And this is where it is on the map. This is what the surrounding area looks like. It's right next to one of the mountains. And I'll show you guys the next base. This next base is in the this whole awesome base location, but I don't use it as often, and that's why this is one of the lesser bases. Probably because it's made of thatch and I only have 2 tames here. This is what it looks like. It's not that much to see because I don't use it. I have a beaver and a stego over there. And I have no idea what that is. I think I was trying to tame something. I don't know. I don't even remember what I do here. I don't really care about this one as much. So, off to the next base, I guess. Base is right next to the volcano and right in front of the artifact of the Clever. Only have 2 tames here, a Parasaur and a Raptor. I haven't been here in forever, that's why it's all made of thatch. The reason why there's a ramp here is so that tames can get in and out of the cave, such as the Raptor. And there is a platform right here, which I was going to make a furnace room, but I decided not to, because it was far away from my actual base. So off to the other base. We're taking a trip to the snow biome for the snow base, which is right next to the artifact of the Sky Lord. And if anyone has any knowing of why the Sky Lord artifact won't show up for me, then let me know about that. I built this whole wall to keep UTs and other creatures out. And back here, because creatures spawn over there. This is one of the bigger bases I have in the island map. Hold on. Alright, I just had to take care of that because they started to get annoying. This is the main room. Fabricator, artifact pedestal. This is more of a crafting room. Smithy, and the usual. This is a bedroom, which is only for a bed. Yeah. This is right next to the Skylord artifact, up on the top left. And the coordinates are 18.8 by 16.9. And off to the last base. The last base is next to the red obelisk, and right near this pool of water. And this one only has 2 tames, a Carno and a Iguanodon. This one is surrounded by spikes. This is what it looks like. Most of these bases aren't really used as much because there's less resources near them, or there's just it's inconvenient to get to. Kind of like this one, which is right here on the map. And the coordinates are 72.7 by 23.5. And that was the last base on the island map. So off to Scorched Earth. Scorched Earth. This is my main base that I go to all the time. I have the artifact of the Chaos, I think its name is. These are my crops. Plant species Y and other normal things. I really like the look of this one because of how I shaped it and where I put the glass. This is the main crafting room. The generator. This is the storage area with everything that I would need. This is just a cool space I like. I wanted to build to, I don't know, just look nice. I don't use this one, but it has a moon skylight. And this is right next to the green obelisk. There's a ladder that goes down to this area if I need to get places faster. I transferred over a bunch of the extinction creatures and Genesis creatures. I'm breeding allos for the Manticore boss whenever I get to it in like a year. Lightning Wyvern, This one's crap because it's level 27. So I normally use this one because it's fire and it's way better than the other one because it does more damage and it has the ability to tame the phoenix, which is nice. Normal creatures. And this is at over here. I don't think I have a um, nope. I might not have a okay. So I don't have a coordinate, an exact coordinate. So this is where I am on the map, right next to this pillar, next to the green obelisk. And I'll show you guys the other base I have on Scorched Earth. Over here is my second base I have on Scorched Earth, and probably the last base I'll ever make here, because it's the only other base that I'll need. This is the wyvern trap, so I can get milk. This is right next to the trench, by the way. Wind turbine. Right here there's 100% wind. This is basically all one big room. What I really like about this base is that whenever I was building it, I had the exact amount of resources whenever I had to put it all together, which is really nice. This is where it is on the map. It's just all the way to the left. This is the surrounding area. And make sure where your base is going to be whenever you build out here, because death worms spawn and they can damage. I don't think they can damage stone, but they can damage adobe, which is bad for me. And that would be all the bases I have on Scorched Earth. Now to Aberration. So this is the Aberration main. Well, I have two bases, or multiple, but the other few I can't find because I spawned in and I made a base on the same map. So I don't know where those ones are, and they're all basically the same thing as this. And this is the part where I actually get good at building, because I really like how this looks. So in yours, like storage slash preserving bin and forge. This is the spawn area, Mother and pestle. This is where I would normally keep my ankylosaur, but it's not here right now because it looks like I was gathering metal last time I was on. Up here, shine pets and cooking pot and a little balcony. Over here is my fabricator and smithy. This is where I craft stuff, and this is just a bunch of random junk. Here is, I don't know why I made this, but I don't know, I think it looks nice. This is my dung beetle hut, which you need fertilizer to use for the plant species Z. I breed a bunch of ravagers because I'm planning to get a rock drake at any time, which would be nice. Two Sarcos, Spinosaur, Megalosaurus, and Iguanodon. Everything else is kind of normal. I tried to start building a wall so no like basilisks or nameless wander in here, but nothing seems to annoy me. This is where it is on. I can get this ghillie off. This is where. Oh my gosh, it wasn't. Gauntlets. Here. Okay. It would. This is where it is on the map. It's right next to the cliff or the overlook. And I probably won't cut me getting out of here so you guys know where this spot's at. It's right next to the irradiation zone. Which I would not like going down there because it's full of a bunch of crap. Like, as you can see, down there is where you go into the radiation area. Now I'm going to make my way back up to my starting base. Again, I'm not going to cut this part out because it's kind of hard to navigate through here, so if you guys want to find this base location, then yeah. This is where I plan to tame a Carcinos, which they spawn over here at some point, or they'll wander from the pool, river, or over there. This would be where you enter the bioluminescence zone. This is one of the smaller bases that I never use, but this is if I die near down there, and I need a team to get on to retrieve my stuff. So this is the first base I made on Aberration, and yeah, I for some reason made a wall. This is right next to the portal, and it's probably the easiest place to get to. Yeah, the base is nothing special. This is where I intend to hatch the rock drake egg, which I'm not really doing that good on. This was a normal storage area until I don't know where the resources went, or I just used them all. Nothing really that special. And I'm pretty sure that's all the bases that I have in Aberration. So now to Extinction. This is the Extinction normal base, and I'm really proud of how this looks. This is the normal dining area, which I really like this base. This is the storage room. I don't really use this for anything. This is the crafting room. Here is the bedroom. Over here is the crops. And this map is probably the one that I've spent the most time on. The artifact of the chaos. I have spike walls going around this whole place, because I don't want anything wandering in. This is my gotcha farm. I'm just really proud of this one. This is where it's at the Memorial Park. This map would load in. This is what the surrounding area looks like. There's this big, I don't know, like pillar, and this huge bridge. It's right under that. Or you could just find the big, kind of like Colosseum type build. And I I think 3 more bases on this map, so I'll get to those. The Desert Dome base, and it's right under the red obelisk, and right next to this area of water. This base is also quite nice. Something's going on. Oh, it's probably that Geodicarus. Yeah, he probably ran into that spike wall. But over here, I'm starting to breed Volanosaurs so I can get Fire Talons so I can do the Desert Titan. This is probably one of my favorite places to kind of like breed creatures because it just looks really nice. Up here, there's not that much. Little storage area with nothing. This is what it looks like from the outside. I think it looks really nice. Volanosaurs. And I think up here there should be a little thing. I got bored, so I just wanted to build this. I think of it as like a fishing dock, but I just built it just because I wanted to. So now to the Arctic base. This is the snow biome. It's right under the blue obelisk. And this one doesn't look that nice on the outside, but on the inside I think it looks nice. Because you have this view of the snow biome table right here. There's the Union helmet. Up here, I didn't do anything. I don't know why. Probably because snow biome it doesn't really have that much to offer. Because all you need here is Mana Gurmer and Snow Owl. This is where it is on the map. This is the surrounding area. It's like right next to the blue obelisk and right on this like cliffside. So now to the underground base. So this is the entrance to the sunken forest. Going toward the base. This is the small base that I'm starting on. Right now it's just like a couple of foundations, but I'm trying to make this one of the biggest things I'm gonna build. So now to Genesis Part 1. Okay, so this is my first base I ever built on this map. There's a Carno over there. And I couldn't come back to this because... crap. I couldn't come back to this because a bunch of raptors swarmed me. Or I think it was the swarm. I don't know. It could have been both, but you know. But my actual base is toward the car now, which is nice. So hopefully he doesn't see me. Crap. No. Please don't. Please don't. Like right over here. There it is. Right over here. Oh crap. Okay. Looks like we're gonna have to fight this thing. And level 20. I think we can take him. Unless he already died. I think he already died. Okay. That was just a waste of time. So this is my base. I put it right next to the water and on the edge of the map. Because if it's next to the water, the swarm won't be able to get you if you go in the water. So just, yeah. And it's on the edge of the map, so there aren't any of the Bloodstalkers near. And this is what it looks like on the inside. I don't really play Genesis that much, but, yeah. And I'm not going to show the Arctic base because, one, it's crap, and two, it's going to be hard to get to because I don't have any of my Bloodstalkers on me. So, I'm just going to end the video here. So, you know, subscribe, like, and all that crap, because I don't know what else to say for an outro. So, yeah.